5:20. Time for our latest edition of Tasting Tucson. We're heading to Bisbee for something sweet.
That's right, Claire, and it is worth it to support a small business, by the way, doing their best to stay open after, you remember, the Main Street fire has been a really rough thing, trying to rebuild from that. But I do want to show you my visit to Bisbee Good Cakes. Tom and Kathy Jackson walked me through some of their favorite desserts. The Jackson's shop is in this slice of Main Street. Tom tells me their story as a bakery started in 2016.
It started out really at the Bisbee Farmers Market. I developed some cakes and stuff, and then we needed to actually get real people to taste them.
Tom and Kathy found there's a growing customer base who still want to satisfy their sweet tooth while trying to keep their gluten-free or vegan diet. Working in Bisbee, Tom also had to compensate for how the elevation makes or breaks how his cakes rise.
You have to adjust every aspect of the recipe from the flour density to moisture content to temperature.
In this tasting course, Tom and I are actually starting with savory first. He's been tweaking his recipe on an Irish soda bun.
We found that this baking fresh rosemary into it and then sprinkling it with a little sea salt when it came out of the oven made for a really excellent hearty bread.
Of course, Tom and Kathy have your tried and true flavors covered: chocolate, and Kathy's favorite, the vanilla.
Sometimes we host gallery openings because we showcase local artists, and they put the vanilla out. And it doesn't matter whether we have pizza or anything else, first thing gone.
But what if you're craving a more specific comfort flavor? Tom says in this shop, they do not skimp on the carrots and the carrot cake.
About 60% of the weight of the cake is pure carrot. It's low in sugar because we let the carrot flavor come through. People, as it turns out, become polarized when it comes to carrot cake. If it has raisins in it,
they say no.
No.
True to their experimental roots, the Jacksons also skip the flour to make their almond strawberry cake.
They're high in fiber, and so just the fiber and the almonds binds the cake together. So this cake is incidentally gluten-free.
And personally, the icing on our visit was this glittering lemon and blueberry cake. Tom and Kathy say they fresh squeeze several dozen lemons each time they bake a batch for their discerning customers.
But you'll find this worth it because it gives it a real rich, intense lemon flavor. And the same with that's fresh squeezed lemon in the frosting. And then we use organic blueberries, and I layer them into the cake all the way to the top.
Oh, you brought some of that lemon blueberry cake back. That was so good, and the
Yes,
sparkles were just magical.
I wish it would stick around long enough, A, and B, that I had some left, Claire, to go with the coffee we've got sitting by.
Perfect, yeah.
Now, of course, I love learning new things on our visits. I didn't know how they do that effect to get that glitter shine on the cake, and so Tom was telling me there's now technology where it's not the indigestible glitter anymore. It's nanoscale sugar crystals. So if you're able to, do that, of course, it's a great creative technique.
Yeah.
I think just one very unique reason to go support a business like Good Cakes, and so many on Main Street again right now as they're rebuilding.
Absolutely, yeah, the edible glitter, it just adds a pop, but their stuff's delicious. It's a really great.
I wish we had saved more for us to keep going through our morning, guys.